Some feats are deemed to be godlike or superhuman. With everything on the line, the surging crowds, the immense pressure, the life-altering victories, these guys show you how it's done. Today, we will look at some of the best shots and moments from the golfing world. All of these shots and moments are phenomenal. It is all up to you to decide which one is the best in golfing history. Before you conclude and pick your best shot, make sure you see all of these moments. We've got some great ones in store for you. 2019 Masters, Tiger Woods' return to glory. Tiger's comeback at the 2019 Masters is best described as a return to glory. It is one of the greatest comebacks in all of sport. After 11 years, Woods was able to clinch his 15th major victory, and he did it better than anyone ever has. Tiger won his 5th green jacket, carding a final round 70 to snatch the win away from Dustin Johnson, Brooks Koepka, and Xander Schauffele. The crowd went wild as Tiger celebrated with his legendary fist pumps, moving on to hug his son Charlie, his mother, his daughter Sam, and his girlfriend Erica. When you finally get that great win, remember that family comes first. Woods walked with his family in tow to receive the highly coveted green jacket. This moment will go down as one of the best moments in golfing history. 1986 Masters, Jack Nicklaus. In 1986, Jack Nicklaus was the highlight at the 50th Masters tournament when he became the oldest winner of the Masters and the second oldest winner of any major championship. The win at the 86 Masters made it Nicklaus's 6th Masters victory. His first Masters win was in 1963, not more than 10 months after he won the 1962 U.S. Open. His 23-year span of Masters victories and 24-year span of major championship wins are records that haven't been broken. We will never forget that yellow shirt, Jack raising his putter in the air, and the famous words, "Yes, sir." It was a great shot that constitutes one of the best moments in golfing history. Better than most, Tiger Woods. This call was one of the most famous in golf history at the TPC Sawgrass Stadium. 60 feet downhill triple breaker on the most famous hole on the course, the 17th hole at TPC Sawgrass. Certainly, one of the most famous putts in history. That single stroke that ended up providing the margin of victory. Struck better than most. Gary Koch had the call, and it was perfect. Better than most. Better than most. 16th hole, 2005 at the Masters, Tiger Woods. At the 2005 Masters, Tiger faced an incredibly difficult pitch on the par 3 16th hole. The ball was resting up against the second cut, which made this even more difficult. You can see Tiger dialed in as the crowd held its breath. The ball was on a downward slope, and frankly, it didn't look like it would end up anywhere near the hole. The ball went up the slope, took a hard right turn, curving back to the hole, slowing down, and inching slowly, stopping for a teeny tiny second before it went in. Tiger's chip-in on the 16th hole in the final round of the 2005 tournament is one that will not be forgotten in golfing history. The 12-shot win, 1997 Masters, Tiger Woods. There have been plenty of golf stars before Tiger Woods, but his reign on the golf course has overshadowed them. Woods' Masters win in 1997 was the first green jacket, and his dominant win made it very iconic. He shot a .270 at Augusta, a full 12 strokes better than the field and the best score at the time. He was 21 years old and had just turned pro after a superb amateur career. In the 4 days the tournament took place, Woods changed golf forever. 2000 U.S. Open, Tiger wins by 15 shots. The 2000 United States Open Championship was the 100th, held from June 15th to 18th at Pebble Beach Golf Links in Pebble Beach, California. Tiger Woods won his first U.S. Open at this tournament with 15 strokes over runners-up Ernie Els and Miguel Angel Jimenez. This win remains the most dominating performance and victory in any major championship. Tiger Woods completes the Tiger Slam. When Tiger won the 2001 Masters, he became the only player to win 4 consecutive major professional golf titles, although not in the same calendar year. This achievement came to be known as the Tiger Slam. In 2000, Woods would take home the U.S. Open, the Open Championship, and the PGA Championship. When Tiger won the 2001 Masters, he held all 4 major titles consecutively. This achievement came to be known as the Tiger Slam. This great feat made him the first golfer in the modern era to hold all 4 major titles at the same time. 1975 Masters, 16th hole, Jack holes a 40-foot putt. Jack Nicklaus was one of the greats, and he had one of the most exciting finishes at his 5th U.S. Masters. Jack Nicklaus bested Johnny Miller and Tom Weiskopf with one shot that won the tournament. It was a 40-foot putt that broke two ways before it dropped for a birdie on the 16th hole. Bubba Watson's 2012 Masters hook shot. Gary Lester Watson Jr., also known as Bubba Watson, critically studied what would happen to be the most important shot of his career with a serious look. This shot remains impressive even 10 years after it was played. Bubba has admitted that he was always unnerved by the crowds, but he made a career hitting impossible shots. His ball was 183 yards away from the pin at Augusta National's 10th hole. From the woods, nestled amongst the crowd, Bubba took the shot. It was a hook shot like no other, and it sealed his victory. He swung as hard as he possibly could. The ball landed on the right side of the green and rolled within 2 feet of the hole. Incredible. Par 3 contest at Augusta in 2015. In 2015, Jack Nicklaus cemented his spot as the greatest golfer of all time when he drained a hole-in-one on the 4th hole of the Masters Par 3 contest at Augusta National. It was a moment of celebration and a hole-in-one like no other. The ball arched high in the sky, landing well past the hole before reversing back for an ace. The Golden Bear has given us another highlight. 2000 PGA Championship, Tiger Woods. Watching Tiger Woods play golf is a privilege. Tiger was dueling with Bob May at the 2000 PGA Championship that was arguably one of the best duels of all time. On the first playoff hole, Tiger chased down a 20-foot birdie putt, fiercely pointing at it as the ball disappeared into the cup. The Sunday was steamy, but that didn't stop Woods from taking the win away from Bob May at the Valhalla Golf Club. Woods has named this shot the best shot of his career. 2009 Masters, Vijay Singh. You've got to see this one to believe it. In the 2009 Masters, Vijay Singh managed to hit what was termed an impossible shot. It was during the Par 3 contest on the 16th hole. He skipped the ball across the water and somehow holed it out. In the video, someone mentioned, "You will never see that again." They couldn't be more right. That's a shot we should never expect to see again. If you have reached this far in the video, we would like to give you a huge thanks. You can extend your support by subscribing to the channel and turning that notification bell on so you don't miss any content we upload. Comment down below, "I subbed," for your chance to be entered in our monthly shoutout giveaway. Tom Watson, 1982 U.S. Open. Tom Watson's ball came to rest in the greenside rough of the 17th hole at Pebble Beach. Tom was tied with Jack Nicklaus, and his chances looked bleak. As Watson was getting ready to hit the shot, his caddy came over and told him to knock it close. Watson famously told his caddy that he intended instead to sink it. With the best pair of hands in golf, Watson slid a sand wedge underneath his ball. It landed softly on the fringe, then it took a hop and began heading towards the hole, falling in for a birdie. Tiger wins the 2008 U.S. Open on one leg. This championship is considered Tiger Woods' most fantastic major championship win. It was Tiger Woods' one-legged major, the one he willed himself to win. Rocco Mediate was also trying to become the oldest U.S. Open champion, but the ever-smiling golfer was disappointed. Woods played the game with a torn ACL in his left knee and 2 stress fractures. Tiger proved to himself and to the world that he was invincible. He is without a doubt the strongest mentally tough athlete in all of sport. The best part was that Woods kept the details of his injury to himself, and no one knew how bad it was until after the tournament. Phil Mickelson's miracle shot. On the 13th hole of the 2010 Masters, Phil performs a miracle. It was 206 yards to the pin, and Phil's got a 6-iron. Downhill, over the water, out of pine straw, through a tiny gap between 2 trees that Bones McKay says was no wider than a sleeve of golf balls. Do you think he will go for it? Of course he will. It's Phil. That's what he does. And he hits the greatest shot of his life. Stunning display of shot making, courage, and talent. He went on to win his 3rd green jacket. Be sure to check out your favorite golf video here. See you there.